Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thal, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by. Whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Now, before we get into it, you know what I'm saying? I just got a message. I want to talk to some of these people who be commenting on these reactions that we doing, y'all. So let me just give a second. So for these people, everybody to come in, a couple people to come in, man. Hopefully some of these people that's been commenting stuff in here too. You feel me? Because this is getting ridiculous. But let me go bring up these comments. And I usually don't be, I don't be tripping about the comments and everything, but every once in a while I tap in because some people be, informative on the comments and be telling me little stuff, and I learn stuff, and I take the ideas and, you know what I'm saying, and take it. But I'm going to stop reading the comments, y'all, because the comments be making me mad on these reactions. What's up, Jax? What's up, Dennis? What's up, Buddha? But let me show y'all something, man. We're going to go over a couple of these comments before we start the video today, y'all, because this is ridiculous. Rican, what's up? Now, first of all, I'm going to start it right here, y'all. Right here. What's up, Age? Now, he said you're not supposed to read all comments. Right, I don't read them, Buddha, but, so I be coming across them. And they be like, some of us be getting on my nerves. I be like, man, like, I don't understand it, but I understand, we got secret agents and people just, be trying to troll and stuff. And then I know I can block them, but I don't even be feeling like doing all that type of shit. But what's up, Andrew? Let me show y'all something, though. This the first dude, though. Let me point this out. This dude said, brother, if you are worried about being on YouTube parole and scared about the government, just stop making reaction videos because you can't gain wisdom and knowledge and be scared of people. And he said with no power or something. First of all, what's up, Will Marie? First of all, what's up, Boss Lady Allie? But look, first of all, I just want to say, if I was scared about being on YouTube parole, I wouldn't be doing no reactions. I just did a reaction to Dr. Savvy. I'm doing a reaction right now to George Soros. I'm doing a reaction to powerful people that can turn my lights out right now. You feel me? Like, if I was scared, I wouldn't be doing none of these reactions. And when I be saying YouTube parole, I use that because I be being funny. Like, I never heard nobody else on YouTube say they was on YouTube parole except me. Have y'all heard anybody else say that? What's up, T-Money? Like, motherfucker, if I was scared, I wouldn't be doing no reactions. If I was scared they gonna take my channel or anything, I wouldn't be doing none. Son, I didn't understand, like, why would he even say that? But let me play it though. And some more too. I'm gonna go over some more too. But I was like, man, why the fuck would he say that? So I responded. I said, I'm still making videos, ain't I? I have to play it off somehow. And what I mean by playing it off, I have to put a little humor in it. That's why I be saying I'm on YouTube parole and all that. It's like, I just be being funny, y'all. And then, like, some of the times I be being funny, but I have to do that to cover it. You can't just be blunt. I mean, I ain't just trying to let them just come take my channel and shit. So you got to read in between the lines and everything. But, I was going to come on here and cuss his ass out, but I ain't going to do that. Let me show y'all some more, though. We finna go over this. There's some more people, too. I was like, man. Then we gonna start the video, y'all. So just bear with me. My bad. So here go another guy. Person. I don't know what the fuck it is. His name is The Dawn Has Arrived. And then he changed his name. It started off the Dawn Has Arrived. Then he changed it to the Disease X or something. But I want y'all to see what he said. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, these people, that's why I'm done reading the comments, y'all. I'm done with these fucking comments. Look, he wrote this big ass book talking a whole bunch of stuff, talking about we should be get educated and doing this and how we don't know this and how we don't know that and everything. Obviously, you must don't be watching my channel, because I'll tell y'all, I'm just now waking up. This shit is like a year in the making. I'm just now learning a lot of this stuff. I don't know. Do you see the color of my skin, motherfucker? Do you hear how I talk? Do you hear my language? Don't I always tell y'all I'm from the hood? Like, we've been oppressed our whole life. Ancestors went through slavery, all this shit. I don't know. We weren't taught this shit in school and none of that type of shit. Like, so we don't be knowing. And it's a reaction video. When I see the video for the first time, I'm reacting. I'm learning as I go. So why the fuck is you writing this long ass shit on my page? Hold on. So he wrote all that. Y'all can pause it and read it if you want to. And I just replied. I said, you should start a channel and educate others, since you know so much. Because honestly, writing that long ass statement in my comments, how many people you think really gonna read this? Ain't nobody finna read that long ass comment, man. And it's, since you know so much, start your own page, start your own channel. The correct thing to do is get on here and be like, I see you talking about this situation or topic, and I think y'all kind of wrong. But I have a channel. You guys can come over to my channel and I'm educating everybody about this topic or situation, and y'all can check my shit out. Man, don't come on here writing all this type of shit, man. This ain't that type of channel. I keep telling these motherfuckers, like, so, but I ain't block them. I ain't, it's all good. I'm just like, man, and I ain't finna get on here and do a whole bunch of cussing and everything. Then some more though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Then we go get into the videos, y'all. Let's go. And now this next person said, let me pause it. This next person said, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Remember, I was talking about that Red Dawn movement. And I was like, I don't know, all the way about it or whatever. And if it, whatever, she was just like, is a real movement that, millions are a part of to take back our city. Please do your research before making your vids and all this. And I actually went and did some research on that. You know what I'm saying? The Red Dawn, Operation Red Dawn, whatever. And y'all know I don't give a fuck about no color, no race, but I didn't see not one black content creator or nobody nowhere on the internet, nowhere. Go Google it. And if y'all find somebody that's talking about that topic or something, send it to me. Let me know. But I ain't seen none. And I was just like, damn, why is this like one-sided? If this supposed to be a big movement, why ain't nobody whole bunch of, it should be everybody in on it. But that's just my opinion. So with these comments and everything, I'm finna just start. I ain't finna be messing with these comments, y'all. If you want to talk to me, come on to the live, talk to me. Hold on, let me go to the end, my bad. Come on the live and talk to me, or join the Discord and talk to me. Say what you want to say, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what this one said. This one too. Oh, they said, well, we know the George Floyd thing wasn't real because he attended his own funeral. So Ohio guy might be another I Can't Breathe, which was a prelude to what, COVID. Y'all know what's up. So this guy might be right. I wanted to just be like, okay, so the George Floyd thing was fake. It didn't happen. And the person you talking about, he attended his own funeral. No, that was Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson looked just like George Floyd. And a lot of people said that, like, you know what I'm saying? He attended his own. No, that was Steven Jackson there. And I was just like, man, just join the stream tonight and say that to the people and everything, because some of these motherfuckers on here be going crazy, y'all. Like, but let's get into it though, yeah. Appreciate everybody in the building. I'm sorry for talking y'all head off in the beginning, man, but comments are getting ridiculous. I ain't even get on here and cuss a lot of people. I don't do none of that. I'm just gonna give it a pass tonight. You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
Who broke the Bank of England? Picture this. It's September 16th, 1992, a day that would go down in history as Black Wednesday. George Soros saw an opportunity. The British pound was overvalued and he smelled a rat. With a stroke of genius or madness, he bet big against the pound, shorting it like there was no tomorrow. And guess what? Soros and his quantum fund made a jaw-dropping $1 billion in a single day. The Bank of England, they had to wave the white flag, surrendering to the Soros effect. It was like David versus Goliath, with Soros slinging his financial pebble.
In the last 2 years, you've been blamed for financial collapse of Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Japan, and Russia.
Yeah, all of the above.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Are you that powerful?
No, I think there's a great misunderstanding.
The Prime Minister of Malaysia
Yes.
said that the region spent 40 years trying to build up its economy, and along comes a moron like Soros with a lot of money, and it's all over. He called you a criminal.
It's easier for him to blame an outside force. I think that I've been blamed for everything. I am basically there to make money. I cannot and do not look at the social consequences of what I do.
Do you believe in God?
No.
You ever heard?
And then somebody he gonna say I had the nerve. I'm scared. If I'm scared, don't be doing these reactions. Man, do you think I'll be doing a reaction about George Soros, the Soros effect, how powerful he is, if I was scared about being on YouTube parole? I hope you see this. I'm looking at you. I hope you see this. You think I'll be scared if you don't see the reactions I'll be doing and type of stuff I'll be talking about on my channel? Like, I don't give a fuck what's going on. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. Whatever. I'm reacting to whatever I want to react to. Appreciate everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's keep it going. This George Soros dude, man, he ain't no joke. I ain't really know nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna know after this stream.
Heard Soros' interview with 60 Minutes where he says, I see myself as a god. Have you ever seen this interview or what he says?
No.
Really?
He said he sees himself as a god.
Oh my God. That's the one. This is the one. Okay, right there. It seems that Soros believes he was anointed by God. I fancied myself as some kind of a god. If truth be known, I carried some rather potent messianic fantasies with me from childhood, which I felt I had to control. Otherwise, they might get me in trouble.
Whoa.
Ask anybody who's from Hungary. Bring up the name Soros. See what they say about him.
Damn.
This guy's manipulated the market, currencies.
He's like a bad guy in a movie.
Empire. I had a conversation with the governor of Texas about him, with Greg Abbott, where he was explaining to me what George Soros does. And it's fucking terrifying that he donates money to a very progressive, very leftist, whether it's a DA or whatever politician, and then funds someone who's even further left than them to go against them, and just keeps moving it along. So he's playing like a global game, and that he enjoys doing it.
Yeah, he enjoys doing it, but it's telling, right? He understood early on where you wanted to seize power, right? And that's, we sometimes think, I'm going to, a senator that's the pinnacle of success. Well, it's not really. It's the DAs and it's the state level politicians.
Right.
So that's where real change occurs and where things can happen, and before you know it, it's like, what the fuck?
Or real corrosion.
Or real corrosion. Right,
That's
right.
what's scary is it seems like he funds corrosion. It's like he wants these cities to fall apart. He wants crime to flourish. It's almost like he's an evil person in a Batman movie.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, he made his real fortune by almost busting the Bank of England, right? Mm-hmm. So he's not. Yeah, this guy is not. He's not out there for truth and justice.
And he's got to be deep into his 80s.
Oh, it's 92. 90 fucking two.
So you got to wonder, like, what keeps that guy fucking motivated?
Do we have a picture of him? A recent picture of him?
He got married in 2013.
Nice.
She is in love with him.
Nice.
Yes.
Look at her, slim and young and full of vigor.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you think he drinks her blood to stay young?
Nah.
What's going on here?
I don't think he's staying young. If he does,
it's not working.
It's not working at all. It's kind of wild. She's cute.
Married for third time.
Look at him.
Hey y'all, and then when I was finding these videos, I'm looking, I'm like, damn, did he pass away? Because man, he got to be over 100 years old, y'all. And he's still going. He's still out here right now, y'all. So I'm like, man, he might be y'all know what I'm gonna say, man. A draconian reptilian. He might be a reptilian or something, man. But he's powerful. He's super powerful. But I had to do a stream about him. We got to bring this awareness to everybody. I'm pretty sure some people out there that were just like me didn't know nothing about no George Soros. You feel me? So let's keep it going.
But just what a wild thing to do with your money. I mean, it kind of makes sense. He fires back. He back. What does it say?
Which one are you looking at?
Reid Hoffman, George Soros backed media firm to combat disinformation. Combat that disinformation.
This stories could be from any time of the year.
Billionaire backed new media firm to combat disinformation. What disinformation, sir?
How much money did he put in there?
Here's good. Why it matters. Good Information, Inc. That's the name of the company. Aims to fund and scale businesses that cut through echo chambers with fact-based information. As a part of its mission, it plans to invest in local news companies.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, if you can influence on the local level.
He founded Black Lives Matter, too. I didn't even know that. Man.
Look at this. The company's called Acronym. How hilarious is that?
Acronym led by acronym?
Yeah, isn't that hilarious?
Former Democratic strategist who previously ran a progressive nonprofit called Acronym.
Acronym invested in for-profit companies that built media and technology solutions for progressive causes. It ran one of the largest digital campaigns to defeat President Trump in the 2020 election, totaling $100 million. One of the companies is invested in, called Shadow, made headlines last year for contributing to the delayed reporting of the Iowa caucus results. Wow. It's all very weird. It's like, I mean, this guy's obviously been involved in politics at a very high level for decades and decades.
Yeah, a lot of money,
and
too.
It seems like it's like his fun little game he plays.
If you had all that money, though, wouldn't you do something about the bags under your eyes? I mean, that was a lot.
He can get that lady with the bags under his eyes. Why does he give a fuck?
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
I mean, you would think that if you had that much money, you're 92 years old, you just want to go fly fishing and sit on the deck and drink coffee and talk to your grandchildren. And just enjoy your life, but he apparently does not want to do that.
Right.
He likes being the puppet master. Right?
That's what's wild.
Yeah, he likes pulling strings, and he likes having that influence and that impact. And I guess, what the hell? I mean,
but he's uniquely public about it. That's what's fascinating. It's like this is all known information.
Right.
That this guy is involved in all these different things that he has his hands in.
Yeah, and you could argue that at least there's some transparency there as opposed to, dark money going into campaigns and other things. And so but it is at 92. I had no idea he was 92.
Okay, this break.
Yeah, 92.
Breaking news happening right now in the world of radio in the United States. This guy right here, take a look at him, George Soros. You may know of him. He is putting $415 million stake in Odyssey. It's the biggest radio company, or one of the biggest radio companies in the United States. Now, Soros, obviously controversial for many reasons, but he is going to take a major stake in this company, $415 million. Now, he will not be the main owner of the company, but he will have a major influence. Now, this company. You may not have heard of them before, but they own a lot of stations across the country. Here in Michigan, in the Detroit area, they own WWJ Radio. They own lots of stations with dozens and hundreds of news departments in the United States. So what influence may he have on these stations? That's yet to know, but I know you will leave your comment below. My name is Dave Bondi. I am an independent journalist. I stepped away from the mainstream media for things just like this. Go ahead and follow me. Hit the plus symbol right over there.
Salute to you.
After I was denied the chance to purchase my music outright, my entire catalog was sold to Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holdings in a deal that I'm told was funded by the Soros family, 23 Capital, and the Carlyle Group. Yet, to this day, none of these investors have ever bothered to contact me or my team directly.
Man, so he owned Taylor Swift masters too? Man, this dude right here, man. Man, this dude right here ain't no joke. His old ass ain't no joke.
To perform their due diligence on their investment in me, to ask how I might feel about the new owner of my art, the music I wrote, the videos I created, photos of me, my hand.
I mean, Soros actually, he is, I believe, the top contributor to the Democratic Party. The second one was Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah.
So, and Soros, I don't know. I mean, he had a very difficult upbringing. In my opinion, he fundamentally hates humanity. That's my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, well, he's doing things that erode the fabric of civilization. Getting DAs elected who refuse to prosecute crime. That's part of the problem in San Francisco and LA and a bunch of other cities. So why would you do that?
Was it humanity, or is it just the United States as a whole? I mean,
he's pushing things in other countries too, not just here.
Same thing?
Yeah. Now, George at this point is pretty old. I mean, he's not, he's basically a bit senile at this point. But I mean, he's very smart. And he's very good at arbitrage. Famously, he shorted the British pound. That's sort of how I think he made his first money, was shorting the pound. So he's good at spotting, basically arbitrage, like spotting value for money that other people don't see. So one of the things he noticed was that that the value for money in local races is much higher than it is in national races. So the lowest value for money is a presidential race. Then next lowest value for money is a Senate race, then a Congress, and but once you get to sort of city and state district attorneys, the value for money is extremely good. And Soros realized that you don't actually need to change the laws, you just need to change how they're enforced. If nobody chooses to enforce the law, or the laws are differentially enforced, it's like changing the laws.
Man, George Soros ain't no joke. He even got Elon Musk talking about it. Elon Musk really don't even want to speak on him. I can hear it in his voice. He don't even want to. Elon Musk ain't got shit on George Soros. But this is crazy. Like, I mean, I guess, what I'm saying, I was blinded by a lot of this stuff. I ain't gonna say blinded, but I just was unaware. I really didn't know. Like, they don't really be putting this stuff out there like that and everything. I just came across this on TikTok, good old TikTok, y'all. And I just went down that rabbit hole with it. I'm like, man, who is this dude? And been hearing all the stories about him. They said he made $1 billion, y'all, in one day, because he did some over there with the British, where he did something about with some, man. He made the value of their money go down in one day. He made $1 billion somehow, some way. And he's a very powerful dude. So I just want to, let's get this stream out. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Talking about I'm scared to talk about some shit or react to stuff, or scared about what's gonna happen, and I'm doing a reaction to this motherfucker right here. Come on now. Spent 80 million to silence Americans in media. So he be He got his hands into the politics and everything, y'all. He probably be swinging the election or selection or whatever and all that. That boy, he looked like a reptilian too. He looked scary. What? Everybody in his pocket. $179 million to the Democratic politics and stuff like that, man. So what? He don't mess with Trump. He probably don't like Trump.
You're a Hungarian Jew who escaped the Holocaust by posing as a Christian.
Right.
And you watched lots of people get shipped off to the death camps.
Right. I was 14 years old. And I would say that that's when my character was made.
In what way?
That one should think ahead, one should understand and anticipate events, and one is threatened. It was a tremendous threat of evil. I mean, it was a very personal experience of evil.
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours who swore that you were his adopted godson.
Yes, yes.
Went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews.
That's right. Yes.
I mean, that sounds like an experience that would send lots of people to the psychiatric couch for many, many years.
Look that up, Truth.
Was it difficult?
Not at all. Not at all. Maybe as a child you don't see the connection, but it created no problem at all.
No feeling of guilt.
No.
For example, that
he ain't got no soul, y'all. Y'all gotta listen to him. He ain't got no soul. He don't care.
I'm Jewish, and here I am watching these people go. I could just as easily be there. I should be there. None of that.
Well, of course, I could be on the other side, or I could be the one from whom the thing is being taken away. But there was no sense that I shouldn't be there, because that was, well, actually, funny way, it's just like in markets, that if I weren't there, of course I wasn't doing it, but somebody else would be taking it away anyhow. In other words, whether I was there or not, I was only a spectator, the property was being taken away. So I had no role in taking away that property. So I had no sense of guilt.
I think that people in the West don't appreciate how prepared and eager the Poles are to engage in radical reform. I went there and I discussed a very thorough and radical reorganization of the Polish economy, large-scale denationalization, and not only solidarity, but the government also endorsed this program. So the willingness is there.
Do you think the U.S. should back such a package of that magnitude this weekend?
I think the United States has to back a package of that magnitude, and I think the United States has to use its influence with at the G7 meeting in order to be able to not miss what is right now.
Hey, y'all, that's the that's the young Sleepy Joe right there, y'all. That's the real one, not the clone one right there. That's the one that was probably voting for segregation and all that type of stuff right there. There you go, right there. But man, this Soros dude, he is no joke, man. And definitely, I already know Elon Musk ain't all the way 100 either, fam. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. Shit. This whole world wicked. It's crazy out here. But one thing I want to know is, I know he got a whole bunch of money. Soros got a whole bunch of money, but how do these people like him or Bill Gates, whatever, you know what I'm saying? how do they have the right, or like they not even like elected officials or selected whatever officials or nothing? Like, how do they have a right to be like speaking and talking about and all these type of like these issues and everything that really don't really like shouldn't even have they shouldn't have their hands in, but it's because he got all that paper. That's what it is. He got a whole bunch of paper, and with that money you can do whatever, man. You can influence everything, you can do whatever. I definitely know that.
Now, an historic opportunity. You have a gentleman on the program with me here who knows more about solidarity than I'm going to ever know, but the fact, it seems to me, is that solidarity now has a stake in the outcome of the Polish economy and the outcome of the political process.
You're a student of the Polish economy as well as the Hungarian. What do you say to that?
It is really, as Senator Biden said, a historic opportunity because there's never been a successful economic reform program carried through in a centrally planned economy. And in Poland, the political will is now there. And in a strange way, the very bad condition of the Polish economy is an opportunity. Because, for instance, inflation, which in the Soviet Union and to some extent Hungary is still latent, in Poland it's already there. The economy is spinning out of control. The living standard is very low. So actually the resources that would be needed to turn it around are actually quite modest.
We have a foundation in Ukraine, and it happens to be one of our best foundations. They refuse to leave, and they are leading civil society. I also want to mention that there is one person who was very deeply involved in Ukraine, and that's Biden. In fact, I got to know him with regard to Ukraine. He had a lot more patience than I had in trying to convert Poroshenko into a democratic leader. I fed up with him and I told him so, but actually...
This explains everything right here. This explains a lot of why Biden was he was sending all that money over to the Ukraine and everything. You feel me? So yeah, they had their hands in it, and him right here had his hands in it too. It was all a big play. I wouldn't be surprised if he one of these guys that be funding both sides. He probably messed with the Republicans, the right wing and the left wing. He probably causing starting the wars and everything for monetary value or something like that and everything. This shit crazy because it couldn't be, if it was, imagine me, you know what I'm saying, with a whole bunch of paper like that, whole bunch of money. And I'm like, man, fuck, I'm gonna start being very, investing into these companies so I can influence and make things happen like I want to happen and everything. Man, they would have came and picked my ass up and threw me under the jail. That's probably being nice too. They probably would have brought back the hanging for me or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, it's like this world we live in, y'all. This shit evil, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's keep it going though. Let me go ahead and let this old motherfucker finish up.
Biden kept on trying to convert Poroshenko into a Democrat.
Great, thank you, George. If I may, just a word to add about the foundation, our foundation there, George's foundation. George has, over the last 30 years, spent almost $250 million on democracy, human rights, and economic reform in Ukraine. He and Alex and Tomiko have made dozens of visits to Kyiv over the years. And, George has, we've been praising him for his great judgment. Occasionally, I think he's seen hope in Ukraine a little before it arrived. But he has been a persistent fan of Ukraine. And it is, I think, a fact that because we are so deeply involved, and indeed, the first challenge for us was whether to evacuate our foundation, as we had had to do last year in both Afghanistan and Myanmar.
In Ukraine, he spent millions retraining the old Soviet military.
Because they are fighting our fight. And
Man, my bad for y'all for stopping it, but man, I can't lie, man. He looks scary, y'all. He look like he might be one of the reptilians or something, man. Like, this motherfucker look like he might be drinking blood or something, man. Like, I don't know what it is, but man, he creep me out. He like very creepy, y'all. I don't know. Y'all get that same energy and feeling or whatever when looking at him? Or is it just me? I'm tripping. Y'all hit that like button. Let's see. Let's keep it going.
And they have a really good chance of winning. So we are very happy to have them fight our fight, and we must give them all the support that they ask for. And in fact, certainly the United States is doing that.
Man behind the curtain, inside the secret network of George Soros. Matt Palumbo. Matt, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Great book, by the way. So George Soros funds the Open Society. The Open Society gives $15 million to these groups that are protesting on behalf of Hamas. As you look at the Open Society and George Soros, this is what confuses me. I don't understand what he wants. What kind of world does he want to live in?
Well, I would start with the irony in that anyone that has criticized Soros, including me, has been told they're anti-Semitic for daring to criticize the guy or pointing anything out. And we now have direct evidence of him funding anti-Semitic groups. And what is the media comeback? Is it anti-Semitic to point out his anti-Semitism? This actually is nothing new from Soros. He, back in 2007, wrote this op-ed, not necessarily praising Hamas, but criticizing the U.S. and Israel for not working for a democratically elected government. And, if you go back decades before that, Hamas's founding charter has a Jewish genocide as a principle. So there's no plausible deniability. And then, one last point is the liberal media has really salivated at any story where there's a racial or anti-Semitic angle. And we have 1,000 Charlottesville rallies out in the street every day in this country now against Jewish people, and no one seems to care. And I guess, so what is Soros' goal here? I think just chaos. I get asked that about the DAs, and as rational people, how do we really make sense of that? I don't think there is a way to. He's somebody who hates nation states. He hates any country that can have a cultural or religious identity, and he also borders. Yeah, that's why he pushes multiculturalism.
So that's what I was going to say. Like, let's tease.
Hey, can y'all help me out too in the chat? I'm still trying to understand. Like I know, I heard about what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if it's a war or what's going on, whatever. But I heard the things. But what I'm saying is, like that Free Palestine over here, they be like rallying over here and protesting over here. And I'm just I know we be having our hands in everything, and they, a lot of countries should be mad at us or all that type of shit or whatever. But I'm trying to see with them protesting over here, how is it gonna help? You know what I'm saying? What's going on over there? I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all help me out in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. So don't judge me or whatever. Shit. Let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
It out one step further with respect to his agenda. We know what he's doing. We know what he's funding. He doesn't want superpowers. He doesn't want borders. He doesn't want anybody standing out a utopian society. That's what the DAs are all about. That's what some of this conflict is about. That's where the chaos would get us in time, right?
Pretty much too. And progressives, I mean, it's a constant theme. For whatever reason, they seem to think there's a lot of utility in chaos. It's very politically convenient, and they can get change out of it. And if you look at these Palestine protesters, they're cut from an identical cloth as the Black Lives Matter people, as the Antifa people. It's really all the same people with a slightly different cloak on, I guess.
Well, it seems like the chaos can bring you closer to the great transformation, which will bring you back to a failed set of ideas, which is Marxism. But it seems like that's where he wants to take the United States and the world.
Him and now his son's going to be furthering that goal, and he's got $20 billion to do it, which is pretty scary.
$15 million is not a small amount, but I imagine that amount is going to grow. And when I first saw that story on Friday, I said to myself, okay, here we go. Now the money's going to start pouring in. Once those numbers do swell, what happens?
Well, I mean, it just gets worse. And the 15 million was just from 2016. So there's actually, I mean, tens of millions even before that. And it's all the same kinds of groups. I mean, they're not exactly household names, but they're just, anti-Israel, pro-Palestinian groups.
So he funding all this stuff. What are you trying to what are you trying to cause chaos? What, destruct this motherfucker? What is he doing? And like you 90 something down there 100, like why is he still like the last little video when they said like why he not chilling somewhere or like talking to his grandkids or he ain't passed it down to nobody? Like you still doing all this shit yourself? And then like the people he be funding and giving money to, like it's just an evil, sick world we living in, because I know some of these people be like, man, like y'all don't have no type of human, like no type of good heart, good bone in your body to be like, man, this ain't right. Or nobody. They just take the money. It's just money. I guess money just go make you live forever, huh? Man, this shit crazy.
One trick of his is, he will fund pro-Palestinian groups that claim to be Jewish people, like Jewish Voice for Peace, to try to just give this false appearance that even Jewish people are somehow against their own self-interest.
This motherfucker right here, y'all, he's a monster. He a whole nother monster right here. Let's keep it going. Everybody in the building, make sure you hit that like button. Y'all, I'm just trying to bring some awareness to the Soros effect. You feel me? So let's get it going, y'all. Let's get it going.
In real life, Alex Soros is 37 years old and he just got handed the keys to a $25 billion empire. That empire belongs to his father, George Soros, the left-wing billionaire, investor, and philanthropist. Another of George's sons, Jonathan, who's 15 years older than Alex, was seen as the likely successor to take over from his dad. They played tennis together, but apparently they had a falling out, and then Alex won the trust of George.
Good luck dealing with the pressure that comes with that.
The invasion.
Oh, so I was just saying, like, damn, he's still doing it. He passing it down to his son. So I wonder if his son, I mean, same bloodline, whatever. I'm pretty sure his pops taught him everything. So he probably gonna be doing all the same type of stuff and everything. But I was just finna say, I wonder if his son gonna be slime ball and evil like him or whatever. But I don't know, y'all. Let's keep it going. Y'all. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. I'm still on YouTube parole, y'all. Still on YouTube parole doing this. You feel me? Have y'all heard any other YouTuber, anybody on YouTube say they on YouTube parole? Or am I the first one to say that, y'all? Let's keep it going.
May have been the beginning of the Third World War, and our civilization may not survive it.
A Twitter user with 3 followers starts a viral message that George Soros, aka Senator Palpatine, has died of a heart attack. It's not true. He's still all right. Jabba the Soros is out there destroying the world still. So just wanted to pass that along in case you were wondering, did he die? No, he didn't. Leatherface over here.
Man.
Anyway, leave a comment below, share, follow for more.
Who do you think is the most?
They gonna be mad about me doing this stream. They be mad about a whole lot of streams, man. They gonna be mad about this one right here for sure. Like, are you trying to bring some awareness to our evil and crookedness? Man,
most powerful men on the planet.
BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. These three companies are the largest shareholders of 88% of S&P 500 companies. Do you know how much total money there is in the world circulating? It's around $430 trillion, $440 trillion. They control $66 trillion of the entire world's wealth. So the commander-in-chief is not who we think it is. It's the CEO of BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. It's people like Larry Fink and George Soros. They have influence. We've always...
Oh, see, I heard about all that BlackRock, Vanguard, all that stuff. So, like he one of the CEOs of that. Like we did streams on those companies and everything, but we didn't talk about, you know what I'm saying, who on top of them, who ran it and everything. But now it's all starting to make sense, man. Like, damn, man, he powerful, y'all. This is why he be swinging and got influence and can do anything. Shit.
It's been like, is it good for a guy like Elon Musk to be as rich as he is? Elon Musk is nothing compared to what these guys are doing collectively together.
Who has the $6 billion?
It's in a bank in Qatar.
Okay. So Qatar has control of it.
In essence, that is correct, although...
Well, let me put it this way. If the Qatar bank, there's a Qatar bank. If Qatar tells them to do something, and the United States tells them not to do something, who's the bank going to listen to?
Gotcha. That is the question before us right now.
Who's the bank going to listen to?
Qatar, their government.
Okay. It seems to me that we could
change
cut off Hamas, or at least to go a long way toward doing that by actually just enforcing the things that we already say we're enforcing.
Every authority that is necessary to cut off Iran, Hamas, and every other terrorist group is already in the president's hands. The question is never whether the president can, it's whether the president will.
Why has President Biden's administration been so soft on it?
Well,
do they just think love is the answer? And
because, fam, they got their hands in there too. They getting their pockets filled up too. Y'all know how this game go. Shit. They greasing their pockets too. Like, y'all take this. It go a little bit right here. Y'all, but make sure you make this go this way. Man, it's a dirty game we living in, man. Dirty game, y'all. Dirty world.
And that this isn't a bar fight, and that, I mean, it just looks to me like this administration is quoting Socrates in the middle of a prison riot.
Open and shut case. Now you have Reid Hoffman, the person who's effectively George Soros Jr., funding lawsuits across this country against Donald Trump to keep him off the ballot, funding left-wing causes. We discovered this week that he is one of Nikki.
Oh, see, I be learning. See, I always was wondering, like, man, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be on here talking about politics and, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to persuade none of y'all to like Trump or like Biden or do whatever. But I always was wondering, like, man, I ain't never like what Trump going through, like indicted, being prosecuted and in court, got to spend all this money and everything. I ain't seen no other presidents go through this situation and nothing like this, man. And now it's starting to make sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like, fam probably got his hands in it. This Soros dude spending some money, helping out the other side. Like, yeah, paying all this money to prosecute and go against him so they can keep it going. And he got so much money, he ain't gonna never run out. You know what I'm saying? And it's putting a string on this whole election that's coming up, even though it's a selection, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And really, it don't matter who the president gonna be, man. They go swing and do what the fuck they want to do anyway. But let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Nikki Haley's largest supporters. Larry Fink, the king of the woke industrial complex, the ESG movement, the CEO of BlackRock, the most powerful company in the world, now supporting Nikki Haley. And to say that doesn't affect her is false, because it's after that meeting later that day that she says that every American needs to be doxxed. by having their ID, their government-issued ID, tied to what they say on the internet.
Billionaire George Soros recently bought this bank's stock. His investment firm, Soros Fund Management, recently disclosed a notable purchase in their portfolio of 595,000 shares of KeyCorp, the holding company for KeyBank, a regional banking giant with approximately $118 billion in assets under management and operates around over 1,000 branches across 15 states. KeyCorp recently reported strong fourth-quarter earnings, exceeding expectations, despite industry challenges. Chris Gorman, KeyCorp's chairman and CEO, highlighted the company's resilience amid market volatility, affirming a strong capital position and strategic reorganization efforts. While some analysts adjusted price targets following the earnings release, Morgan Stanley remains optimistic.
They probably trying to just take over everything, like get rid of all the other banks and just have its own little, I don't know, man, allegedly, whatever, but man, this dude right here ain't no joke. I hate to get off the topic and everything, but Lazy Days said he's seen something today. Sunflowers are turning away from the sun. Listen, it's crazy you said that because I can go outside right now and show like our flowers and everything, and it ain't just the sunflowers. And we be, watering and doing everything to them and everything, and like they not, how it's supposed when it's supposed to grow and go towards the sun and everything. All our shit going the opposite way. Like, and I was saying, like, man, it seemed like everything dying or something. That's how I know they did something with that sun. But let's keep it going, y'all. Let's get back on topic with this dude right here. Most powerful in the world right now.
For 2024 is that Trump and Governor DeSantis of Florida will slug it out for the Republican nomination.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
Trump has turned into a pitiful figure,
I knew it.
continually bemoaning his loss in 2020. Big Republican donors are abandoning him in droves. DeSantis is shrewd, ruthless, and ambitious. He is likely to be a Republican candidate. This could induce Trump, whose narcissism has turned into a disease, to run as a third-party candidate.
Oh, he don't like Trump, y'all. Damn. I knew it. I was like, I bet he don't like Trump. I knew it.
That would lead to a Democratic landslide and force the Republican Party to reform itself. But perhaps I may be just a little bit biased.
Man, that's how y'all know this dude powerful, y'all. He's sitting up here. He talking about all this type of stuff. Republican candidates, the Democrats, all this type of stuff. And he's not even an elected official or selected official or whatever. He's not none of that. And he's sitting up here having these, like, I don't even know, meetings, Congress, whatever. He's talking about this stuff. That's how you know he's powerful and got a lot. Man. Shit crazy, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I just want to bring some awareness to this. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time coming across the guy. I heard the name before, but I just never really looked into it and came across TikTok and went down this rabbit hole. This is why they trying to get rid of TikTok and everything, because the truth be coming out, y'all. And we got people like this who's really running the world. Whole bunch of evil stuff going on and everything, y'all. But stay on way, stay positive. Stay vibrating those good frequencies. You feel me? And we go keep it going, y'all. I'll be back with another stream soon. It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. Peace and love to all y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.